don't. I want to get into an ideological thing, but I really want to watch that New York City apartment tour video. I really, really, really want to watch it, okay? I think you'll like it, and then I want to watch the Q documentary, and then I want to play Call of Duty Mobile. So if you still fucking with me, I appreciate you. Okay. YouTube, you know what's up. Do the thing. Words I never thought I'd write. Saudi Arabia is being more progressive than America. Saudis will need to show proof of vax to enter schools, shops, malls, restaurant, concerts, and public transport. So there was a lot of hills people were dying on. That's why when you said it, I was like, that's funny because I was talking about that. Yeah. Very progressive. Both male and female same-sex sexual activity is illegal. LGBT rights are not recognized by the government of Saudi Arabia. The Saudi social mores and laws are heavily influenced by ultra-conservative Muslims. We've had a conversation on Saudi Arabia a long time ago, and I am not one to really discuss foreign politics because, again, I'm going to repeat this for the people in the back, and for some Twitch streamers that do this shit all the time, I don't talk about things I don't know about, so until I research them, I'm not going to put my fucking foot in my mouth. Plus, it's fair to just not give a shit take, not under having everything to understand. I would prefer just to not speak about it. Hey, I don't know enough to talk on that topic. We should all try that, especially these dumbass conservatives that say, oh, the core, the mRNA of the virus. Like, shut up. Mad dumb. So, somebody asked, wait, how is this wrong? In this respect, they're being more progressive. To which I said, it's sending a really bad message here if we start to view intolerant governments as progressive in any manner compared to the US, because, we should be more progressive. Which leads me to the point I was trying to make earlier about, like, just even thinking about requiring... Oh my God! Americans at large, half the country, is choosing not to get vaccinated, and no one's persecuting them for that. They're just realizing that that's not a mainstream accepted point of view. There are still places that cater to your fucking beliefs, your house, your homes, your hometowns, people who believe and run businesses based on the beliefs you have. No one's persecuting you here. You want to go to Saudi Arabia, you gotta get vaxxed. You can't do shit. You gotta get vaxxed. Now, some people say, well, that's the way it should be. But it's like, think about how Saudi Arabia runs the country. Do you really want to make the comparison that in this regard, they're being more progressive, knowing full well that they could use that for like more grandstanding and more oppression of their people? Like, it's easy for us to know that. To go into the actual intricacies of fuck it, from all the way to the Ottoman Empire all the way down and everything. We can talk about that. But let's go to current modern times. We should be more like Saudi Arabia. Cool, we're getting there with abortions. We're going to get there very soon with LGBTQ people, Q plus people. Watch. Go ahead, make that argument. Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my gal. Be my guest. Be my baby. Like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? No, terrible. So, to follow that discourse, nothing has been like tweeting, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Your rating getting disruptive. I'm not having fun with that. Being more progressive in a particular aspect is very different from being progressive overall. Okay, that's oh my God. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's easy to force it on people when the government can do this without people even going out to protest. Literally, this tweet right here made me think about that. Like, being progressive in a particular aspect. Okay, if the society can't sustain the progression, then what the fuck is the point of the progression? Oh, you can have same-sex marriage? Oh, but you're not allowed to adopt babies. Oh, you're not allowed to like say or like, communist China. That's pretty progressive. Oh, I thought we hated China. You see where having this stance makes it almost like you're shaking. You're shaking. What do I do? Which side do I pick? Do I want Wendy's or do I want McDonald's? Fuck it, Taco Bell. But Taco Bell's fattening. What's going on? Who am I? What am I? fucking God, man. Can you explain what exactly is progressive about what they're doing? Just because it's something progressives want in this country doesn't make the act itself progressive. That's the right. Because yes, as my chatter has just said, if people were to protest the way we protest in this country, shot on sight. You think police in our police in our fuck that. I'm not gonna make a comparison saying, well, the police or the government in one country is worse than every government that does this is bad. But like somebody gets a voice. Somebody's not getting gunned down. The wrong people are getting gunned down. I don't care. I was only pointing out that the fact that Saudi Arabia is not progressive in other areas is a terrible rebuttal to the claim that they are more progressive than the U.S. in this area. But using that tactic and knowing people have to comply one way or another, it's not a progressive ideology. I don't know what Know Nothing is saying. I don't know what are you saying here? If a country all right, everybody, we're going for the radio voice. So if you've been listening this far on and you want to be wooed, here we go. If a country is progressive in the fact that they can use a progressive ideology to push some oppressive system on top of its people, then the progressive ideology that they're enacting into law is not actually progressive, but a tool used by the oppressive government to pretend to give people the idea of importance. Now you might say, well, it does the same thing, so what does it matter? Again, in a baby's hands, a cup is guaranteed to spill and cause a mess. In a 40-year-old man's hands, you're less likely to think about the person spilling it. And when they do it, you don't blame their stupidity. You're like, oh, damn it. It's okay, Greg. It's okay. It's okay, Greg. It's fine. So Saudi Arabia being progressive and not being progressive in other areas is the correct take to respond to that with. Because then you can frame, okay, then why are they doing this? If America did it, what would they consider that to be? Oh, the country's in peril. People need to be vaccinated so we don't all die. Cool. That's why we're doing it. For the togetherness, for the community. But we can't even get on that point ourselves, and the government won't step in to do so. So, progressive how? So you don't agree with the original tweet then? I agree with you that the rebuttal isn't a good argument. That would depend on how we define progressive, but I don't really care about the original tweet anyway. So then why are you tweeting, bro? Do not equate public health measures with Nazism. Requiring vaccinations to protect the populace is not the same as institutionalized genocide. That's not what's being said here. And that's exactly why it's not a good sentiment, because of this response right here. BS. It's fascism no matter how you excuse it. Should we ban gay sex because diseases could be spread and is at higher rates? See? Misinformed. That goes into the next segment that we're going to talk about with the baby. Whoa, see that? Oh, that's a great, you know what? That's a great segue. That's a great segue. This tweet right here is a great segue. It's fascism no matter how you excuse it. Should we ban gay sex because diseases could be spread and is at higher rates? By leftist logic, yes, because public health and safety. It's the same excuse all fascists give for your safety. Here we go. So speaking of misinformed people on same-sex couples and disease rates,